Hytale Modding and Multiplayer. All you need to know. Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. Before I start, I just want to tell you not to forget to hit like and subscribe. It takes really long time and even days sometimes to make these videos, and you can always unsubscribe later. So let's get into the video. In this video we will be discussing what we know about Hytale, what programming languages to expect, and multiplayer in general. So let's get right into it. So, first things first. Firstly, let's take a look at their client side. As Hytale stated in a blog post on their website, their client side is written in C#. C# provides some performance benefits and is also supported on multiple platforms. So what is C#? Everything in this video is for coding in general, so I might talk about things you might not need in Hytale. C# is language used to build a lot of things, like mobile apps, web applications, games, like in Hytale's case, for example, and many more. When you learn certain programming languages, in some cases you need to learn others too, like in C#'s case, which means to code on Hytale's client side, you not only need to learn C#, but also a framework to get an application running. Some examples of frameworks are Bootstrap, .NET, and others. But if you write pure code, you can only run this code in the type of machine you are using, which most likely is Windows. Also, a framework might help if you need a library. Hytale Studios mentioned that there will be no crossplay between multiple platforms, so that probably means you cannot use the same code for multiple platforms. But it might not be the case. If Hytale has an automatic process for that, or if it automatically connects between platforms. But if that's the case, I wonder how Hytale will connect the controls, because if you get multiple buttons to work with, then it's really hard to change the controls automatically. Anyways, we're probably here for multiplayer, which runs mostly on Java and some JavaScript, which is the same coding language that Minecraft runs on. Java is a very well-known language, and lots of people use it. Java might not be the best for performance, but it's still very good and stable for running servers. Which also means multiplayer will be similar to Minecraft, which will also help the community switch over. Because they have a lot of experience in Java, Hytale also mentioned that their backend team is very comfortable writing high-performance Java, and that they have experience optimizing Java code for servers. I do not think I have to introduce Java, as many people in the community already know about it. Now they didn't actually cover the language and the actual game runs on, but it probably will be a flexible and optimizable language. Now, to the multiplayer stuff. In a blog post, they mentioned how fast and convenient you can create your own server and export your mods and assets into the game, and how easily you can customize the server. They also said that Hytale is made for modding, and server operators will be able to customize every aspect of the game, which says a lot. That probably will mean that Hytale is not only a game, but also an engine, which lets you completely create a new game. I bet someone is gonna make a Minecraft ripoff in Hytale. Now to the server's main menu. If you look at it, you will see a menu packed with a lot of different features, which are similar to the UI in Minecraft Bedrock. You see a menu of the server with the title of the server, the ping, player count, and even a small description of the server. Also, listing the available languages, and server news, and much more. At the right of your screen you can notice a scroll bar, which lots of more room to scroll. Also, in Hytale you won't need to access some third-party website to find a server to play, because they mentioned that you can filter servers by the type of server you would like to play. And they also stated that you can save, or as they call it, favorite your favorite server. Hytale also added a friends list, which works similar to the Roblox friends list and allows you to join the servers your friend is playing right now. And as they mentioned, you can also connect to their adventure mode world, which will make playing a lot easier because you won't need to port forward to enjoy a game with your friends. They said all you need is a somewhat stable internet connection. Now, let's get back to the coding and talk about JSON. A lot of people did not understand this, so I'm here to explain it. So JSON is basically JavaScript object notation. So it's just a formative node hit data. It is mostly useful for transferring data between coding languages, which will come in handy because, as we already mentioned, the server and client side and the game are all coded in different languages. JSON is also useful to transfer JavaScript objects via the network. JSON can mostly be used in data notation, but it's not a programming language itself. So now, how to use it in how it is used in Hytale. The development team stated that it is used in a behavior scripting, but it is still very different from modding in Java or JavaScript, because it is a behavior definition. Both Java and JavaScript are imperative programming languages. Now, you might not still figure out what language you should learn. If you are creating adventure maps, you should learn only JavaScript. Now if you want to be a modder, and you should learn JSON, JavaScript and Java if you are adding something completely new. Now speaking generally of coding, not only for Hytale, what coding languages should you learn? Firstly, get into the basics. Learn HTML and CSS. Then try it for some time. Then begin with Python. Then try JavaScript, Java and C#. If Java is too hard for you, or you just don't like Java like me, then try Kotlin. Kotlin also is compatible with Java and works seamlessly with it. Now we got to the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.